The Originator Connect Network, the nation's largest producer of mortgage events, is about fostering a community founded on professionalism, collaboration, and personal and professional growth, connecting you to the story of your success. Find an event near you at originatorconnectnetwork.com.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Sarah Wolak. Yesterday, Rocket Companies was on the verge of becoming a meme stock. But in our exclusive interview with CEO Jay Farner, he says they're more than just mortgages and are on the cusp of becoming the next Amazon. However, one analyst is not convinced. Our own Katie Jensen has the scoop. Let's hear what she found out.
This stock has become back in the realm of the day traders and the Reddit crowd.
Rocket Company's stock price is falling, and at least one analyst is urging traders to sell. Argus analyst Kevin Heel downgraded Rocket's stock from hold to sell because he says the company was overvalued.
Initially, Rocket had fallen into the meme stock trading frenzy, had, IPO'd, went up to like 43 one day, then came back down.
But why did Heel finally lower his rating Wednesday? He had concerns about both the mortgage industry as a whole and Rocket in particular. Rocket's third quarter earnings fell more than 90% from last year, but that's not unusual for companies with a footprint in the mortgage industry.
You wouldn't want to have a forced sale, because then it's just a fire sale.
But Rocket has been working to diversify its revenue stream beyond mortgage origination.
So I think Amazon is a great blueprint for where you're seeing Rocket headed.
Rocket CEO Jay Farner says the company wants to follow the way Jeff Bezos turned Amazon from an online bookseller to a behemoth with same-day grocery deliveries and Amazon Web Services. In a similar way, Rocket has expanded its fintech services, but it also wants to build vertically off its core business with post-home buying services.
But if you can engage that client daily, weekly, monthly, and bring them back for another service, let's say it's Rocket Solar to now put solar panels on their roof, you're able to help the client, reduce costs, and generate revenue without paying to acquire the client again.
But there were countless others that had the same business model that went by the wayside.
Heel says it's nearly impossible to replicate Amazon's success.
Yes, we do mortgage, but, and I think you're picking up on it, comparing us to a mortgage lender will become more and more challenging as time goes on, because we're thinking about the clients we have in our engagement platform.
For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Katie Jensen.
Thanks, Katie. One reason Heel is down on Rocket is because mortgage originations keep falling. Activity fell again for the sixth straight quarter, according to Adam. The data company reported that lenders issued nearly $637 billion in mortgages, but that number is down 46% year over year. Just under 2 million mortgages were originated in the third quarter. That's down 47% from the third quarter of 2021 and is also the biggest annual drop in 21 years. Purchase loans and refis were both down, but one bright spot was a peak in HELOCs, or home equity lines of credit. Coming up, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau isn't going without a fight.
Don't miss the largest regional mortgage show in the nation. The New England Mortgage Expo returns to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, January 12th and 13th. See us at www.nemortgageexpo.com. Start your year with the best connections in the industry. Dozens of sessions, scores of exhibitors. It's where success is written every hour. www.nemortgageexpo.com.
Welcome back. The CFPB is asking the Supreme Court to weigh in on questions about its funding. The appeal comes after a federal appellate court ruled a month ago that the agency's funding is unconstitutional. A lawsuit out of Texas challenges a CFPB payday lending rule. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that Congress cannot give over its power of the purse to the Federal Reserve, which currently funds the agency's budget. The appellate court decision only applies to the payday lending rule and only in the Fifth Circuit. But if the decision is upheld, it could force Congress to address the Bureau's funding to avoid more lawsuits. The Supreme Court has previously said that the agency's funding is unconstitutional, with a 5-4 ruling back in 2020. And finally, if you want to grow your company in the new year, then you need to be talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI. The marketplace is changing, and customers are looking to do business with companies that reflect the communities that they serve. We're looking to recognize the companies and leaders who are paving the way to make the mortgage industry more inclusive with our Diversity Leader Awards. Companies are eligible if they operate within any part of the mortgage industry and demonstrate a strong initiative for inclusion and equality throughout their business. Honorees will be showcased in the February 2023 issue of National Mortgage Professional Magazine and here on the show. The deadline to nominate is on Friday. Go to nmplink.com/diversity. We'll be right back with what else is interesting.
The Originator Connect Network, connecting you to the story of your success. Find an event near you at originatorconnectnetwork.com.
Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today. The National Association of Home Builders says that builder confidence fell for the 11th straight month. The NAHB blamed rising interest rates, inflation, and high building material costs for the continued downturn in confidence. They also said that this is pushing builders to offer incentives to their customers, such as mortgage rate buydowns. For more on these and all of today's top stories, visit themortgagenewsnetwork.com.